This video is a bit later than I would have wanted it to be, but season 10 predictions. I have this is the one where I just don't really have much to talk about because I'm not passionate about this one. A lot of my research here is just what's been on the cast, what have they been talking about, what was on the ballot that they talked about. But I'm going to take that and a couple of my own predictions, like, because of what's coming out this year, and I'm going to try and piece that together into 10 episodes that I think could happen, basically, if they want to go that route. Longer intro than I thought it would, but let's just get a couple things out of the way real quick. First of all, as you can see, the thumbnail, I have things crossed out. I have Sailor Moon there just because I needed something to be kind of symmetrical with the Digimon one, so just kind of ignore that, honestly. Though, we're not going to get another Sailor Moon character for a while because of Toei Entertainment. And Digimon, with how they with the Ash versus Tai Death Battle cast happening, I forget who it was. Luis and Tiki were talking about Digimon being really cool and everything. And that leads me to believe that no one was really thinking about doing another episode with a Digimon character. And that I think there might be one next year. Because Luis might, be like, oh, hey, we should do a Digimon episode. Like, there's a lot that people seem to really want. So maybe we should do that. And that mixed with the whole thing with Ben being like, oh, we didn't do Cole vs. Alex because we didn't think people wanted it anymore because it was such an old matchup. There are a lot of matchups that are like that, and that might be why we never got something like Mewtwo versus Black War Greymon, or even Gogeta versus Omnimon, really, because those are old matchups that they didn't realize were still popular. We might get a lot of those. In fact, a couple in here might be in that same boat. So, I don't think we're getting Digimon this season, because I think we're going to be getting one next season, because of how everyone in the production, basically, was talking about it in one of the most recent cast episodes. As recording this, it would be the most recent cast episode besides the... matchup-wise, it was the most recent matchup in a cast. Like, 3 weeks ago, before 2023 happened. God, I don't know what else to say. I'm dragging this out way too long. I just don't really care that much this year. I've been watching so much fucking My Little Pony for research. I just want to get this done. Alright, so starting this off, I have a couple filler episodes. The first one I have is Piccolo vs. Martian Manhunter. This would give me an excuse to watch more of Justice League, and with how Season 9 kind of used, 4 Dragon Ball characters, I feel like they might try and get the other ones out of the way. This, and Jiren vs. Atrocitus, which I don't have on the list, just getting it out there. This one, though, is probably the only one that I give a shit about, because, again, I've seen a little bit of the Justice League, and I like the Martian Manhunter. So, again, I would at least care a little bit. And from what I know, it is pretty popular. So, yeah, I guess it's really more of just a filler entry here. I had, nothing to work with. Another filler episode here is Brook from One Piece versus Lord Raptor, because I think they're only going to use Darkstalker's characters for Halloween episodes. At least that's what I wrote down in my script that I am only loosely reading. God, this looks like shit. Yeah, I need to go off script a little bit here. I don't think this one's actually going to happen anymore. I just had it here as filler, and I just think they're not gonna do it. Because, if there's another Halloween episode, which there should be, obviously, if they're gonna use the Soul Calibur one, they're gonna do Cervantes versus Spinal. I'm talking very fast. Excuse me. Because, they've done zombies, they've done vampires, they've done werewolves, they haven't done skeletons yet. And when their whole thing is, Skeletober, that they did this year, why wouldn't they do it next year as their episode? And, Cervantes versus Spinal is one of those matchups that they probably just didn't think about as much because it's an old one. It's a more classic one. So, they're either going to do that, or they're going to do the Sans one. Not versus Judge. They're not going to do that. Actually, they are doing Cypher versus Discord. So, that means they're not going to do Sans versus Cypher in the same season. Oh shit, they might. If they do Sans, they don't really have another skeleton opponent besides the Judge, do they? Shit. They actually... Fuck. Okay. Sorry, my brain is just kind of going a million miles per hour. Also, I said zombies earlier. They already did. No, that would have been this one. They did serial killers. I'm going off topic a lot, but I just want to be able to have things to say in this video. I'm bored out of my goddamn mind here, people. I need things to talk about. If I'm gonna ramble on, I'm gonna fucking ramble. Sorry about that. Again, I am just bored. Let's just move on. Mysterio versus Scarecrow. Really, I just needed Marvel versus DC in here somewhere, or at least one more. I'm saying those words a lot. Oh my god. I needed one more so that I would have two here. But yeah, this one, I personally want Scarecrow versus Freddy Krueger, and maybe they'll do that as the Halloween episode instead of something skeleton related. I doubt it, but I mean, I'd be fine with this. This is another one of the only Marvel vs. DC matchups that I think could be cool. Like, Zatanna versus Wanda was cool, and I thought that one would be fine. Wizards, that's cool. You got fucking dream people with illusions and shit. That's kind of cool. I don't have anything else to say. I don't know anything about these characters. Kira versus Adachi. This is one of a couple matchups where my evidence for it is mainly just how they talked about it in the cast and the fact that it wasn't on the ballot. Because I feel like that is good evidence to know what might be highly considered. This one is... there's one more here that I think is a dead giveaway. This one is more of, they talked about it, they seem to like it, they seem to have already liked it. Or at least, I think Liam did, if I remember correctly. I probably didn't. But if I recall, Liam was already a fan of this matchup, and it seems like he really wants to do it, and to my knowledge, you can't really refuse the writer. Either that, or he said that if they do it, he's writing it, which would be great. Also, this was how I found out that Adachi, spoiler alert, is a villain in Persona 4, and no matter how many times people told me that wasn't true, it's fucking true, and I hate you all for it. I don't have any reason to play Persona 4 anymore, I guess. So, that sucks. I hope this happens, though. This would be cool. And the fact that we've been getting a JoJo character, like every season since season 8... That's cool. Maybe we can keep up that trend. Maybe we can keep the trend like Sonic keeps going, aside from season 6. Again, off topic. Speaking of Sonic, I want Vector. Alright, Chaos vs. Kyogre. This is the one that I'm the most excited to talk about. Why, you may ask? Because this is the one where I'm positive it's going to happen. This is the only one where I'm 100% sure it's going to happen this season. Because the way they talked about it, they had such a fun time talking about it on the cast that they did a cast of it. And then they had even more of a fun time, talking about it. And with how much they loved it, the fact that it wasn't on the ballot, to me at least, is a dead giveaway. My conspiracy brain cannot go over the fact that it wasn't there. Because people would have voted for it, not over Cole versus Alex. But it makes me think. There's no way they were already going to do this one. But do you think maybe they just decided to put it in anyways, instead of putting it on the ballot, ASMR style? Hi, audience. Yeah, I think they may have just decided, oh well, hey, let's just do it. Everyone enjoys it. Let's just fucking do it. That would be cool. Let's do another Pokemon episode, and I'm excited. If it's not there, I'm gonna be really confused, and this entire video is gonna be 100% wrong instead of just 90% wrong. I'm gonna be upset. Please let it happen. And I just noticed the spiderweb in my room is massive now. You know what? At least they're not crawling around my room. At least they have somewhere to live. I am terrified now. They're all over my Pokemon figures. Alright, Dragonborn versus Chosen Undead. This is one that I thought I'd be 100% sure about as well, but I don't know. They've done a cast episode about it, and it seems to be popular amongst the crew, but I don't know if it's going to happen this season. I think it's going to be an episode later down the line, but they might be waiting. I don't know why they'd be waiting. I'm 99% sure it might happen this season. It's just, they like it, and it's a popular one, but not really as popular among the audience as it is with the crew. There we go. That's the reason. That's the reason it might not happen this season. I don't feel like it's talked about enough to be one that would actually get views. Because part of the thing is, you have to be able to make it topical, to make it trending. You have to be able to get it trending because they still need to earn money off of this. Every dollar counts towards future episodes, basically. So there also just doesn't feel like there's a reason to do it this season. There is no, like, new Souls game, because Elden Ring's already out. Unless they did it, like, very early in the season, like episode 3 or something. Then maybe. And there's no Skyrim thing coming out. No one really gives a fuck about Skyrim anymore. So the problem with it is that there's nothing new. With something like, unlike with something like Kira vs. Adachi, which is so popular that people will click on it because it's fucking Kira vs. Adachi. And then you have something like fucking, spoiler, Ant-Man vs. Atom's gonna be in here because there's a new Ant-Man movie coming out. That'll get clicks because it'll be a trending thing. Or they could just fuck it up and release it like 4 weeks earlier than that, like they did with Black Adam vs. Apocalypse. This is the longest segment. Oh my god, I'm just talking about marketing. Oof. I'm gonna end this segment here so that you guys will have a break from that. And by the way, if you guys aren't doing it, go fucking hydrate, for the love of God. Go get some water. I'm hydrating with Dr. Pepper, which is not healthy. And also, not a good thing to drink when doing a recording session. So, yeah, go get some fucking water. This is your time to get water. I'm giving you a break from the monotony of me speaking. Ow, I just slapped myself. What the fuck is wrong with me? I already mentioned this, but there's a new Ant-Man movie coming out, like, early this year, so they're probably gonna do Ant-Man vs. Atom. Because marketing. I don't have anything else to say. I say it every year. It's gonna happen. I don't even care about it. Alright, Nero versus Hellboy. There's a new Hellboy game coming out that's not inspired by the comics, but it looks like the comics, from what I know, at least from what I've seen. You know, they haven't done it yet. It was discussed on the ballot. It was discussed during the ballot stuff. I think it was in one of the let's look at your ballot things, and that was it, but I don't know. I think, if anything, this matchup's going to happen this season rather than, you know, future seasons. That's kind of the only thing I have here. It's just, it's been mentioned on the cast. It has marketing potential because there's a new Hellboy media coming out. I think in close to mid 2023. So that would be the perfect time to do that. It would be a bit early in the season and it might be sprites, but I think it could still work. It could probably still work. People would love it. I would be happy about it. It's one of the only ones in here that I actually want to happen. That's why Hellboy's in the fucking thumbnail, people. Ike versus Siegfried. I predicted last time that there'd be a Fire Emblem episode because the Death Battle Twitter was like, oh, if we do a Fire Emblem matchup, what character should we do? We haven't done one yet. So I thought, oh, well, they need like a filler slot for season 9 or whatever. I guess not. If there's not one in season 10, then like that tweet, why why was that a thing? They keep mentioning Fire Emblem and how they haven't done it. Well, then fucking do something with it. If you don't have plans for it, then just don't talk about it. But yeah, this one, it's either this or Kylo Ren versus Eldegard, and I mean, Ike's cool. He fights for his friend. He gets no sympathy from me, or the other way around. I like referencing the funny Smash Brothers quotes, I guess. But yeah, I don't really have anything to say. I just think it's likely to happen. Alright, Luz vs. Akko, one of my most wanted because I like the Owl House. Y'all knew it was coming from the thumbnail. You thought I was gonna say Luz vs. Anne, but no, that one's shit. I don't know anything really about Akko though, so I don't know, maybe this one's even more of a stomp. I don't fucking know. I don't care. I mean, you know, Owl House is going to be popular this year because the last 2 episodes of the entire series are coming out this year, so I mean, hey, if the second one comes out like mid 2023 or the third one, the finale, then I think in the second half of the season we might see Luz versus Akko, or worse, Luz versus Anne near the end of the season. God, if it's the penultimate episode, then that's gonna be kind of sad. I don't want it to be. I don't think it needs the biggest amount of attention. It's not that big of a deal. It's just the Owl House. I like the Owl House, but it's not a big fucking deal. Oh god, I'm so tired. But yeah, I hope it happens. I hope it does. I hope my girl wins. It's probably not. There's my season 10 predictions. They're rushed, minimal research, and if you notice all the cuts between the entries, I just didn't want it to be like, oh, this thing, oh, then this thing, like, just immediate. I use Fillmore. I don't really know how to cut these things very well. I'm busy doing research for Bill vs. Discord and also playing Infamous to research for Alex vs. Cole. I've already played Prototype. I haven't beaten it. I'm very close to, but it's just aggravating me so much to play. I'm doing research for those 2 episodes. I already have to watch fucking 10 seasons of My Little Pony, which I'm not happy about, even though it's fine. I did this in one day. I am bored out of my mind, and I'm not excited for this season. I did predictions. They're out of the way. I get the, like, 50 views that it gets me because these things actually do well. But if you're sticking around all the way, even after this segment, thank you for listening, and thank you for putting up with this. Because this was not fun to make. I thought it would be fun, like, looking at everything coming out in 2023 and seeing, oh, what possible matchups could they get? And if this prediction video is extremely accurate, I think this might be one of the more boring seasons of the show. Because I don't know, I don't think that putting all of these in would be a good idea. Actually, maybe this season will be a banger, and that just means that every other season might just get more boring and boring because they've run out of things to use. But, you know, regardless, I made a video for it, and if any of this comes true, I mean, that's a win in my book. I got something right. Last year, the only things I got right were the ones that were already confirmed. So, yeah, that's the video. I don't know if Nemesis, Biffweed, or any other people have gotten their predictions out yet. I think all of them probably have at this point. But go subscribe to them as well. Go watch their videos. And if my predictions are wrong and theirs are right, please come to my comments and give me the interaction of yelling at me or something. Also, subscribe. We're only at 360, and I'm really hoping we can get to 400. I'm hoping we can get to 1,000 by the end of the year with how much content I'm going to be making. And, God, what else is there? This is already a long outro, but what else is there? Oh yeah, Half-Life stream highlights are coming on Monday, hopefully. I gotta edit the second stream into that. And who knows, maybe I'll make a ranking of Season 9. I don't know if I will, but I might try to. Regardless, thanks for letting me go for 3 minutes and like 30 seconds doing this little outro just to get all my thoughts out. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. It's not New Year's anymore, but still, have great days. Do your resolutions like I'm doing right now, and just go have fun. Go have fun. Go watch stuff. Go play stuff. Go do your research if you want to do research. Go get your projects done. Everyone, I want you all to get it as much done as you can. Don't be like me and procrastinate like I did last year. Be like the me that's actually trying to do work. And yeah. Goodbye, everyone. I'll see you in the next video.